Actually put that there or not. I don't know. Anyway, so hello, VOD watchers. If you're watching this on the VOD, it's, well, why ever it. But I'm glad you are. And the reason it's on a phone is because my computer is garbage. We are 5 minutes early, and we just gotta wait for some people to show up.
Hello.
So, nobody has shown up yet. But now it says we have one participant, and that would be you pulling it up on your phone. Just gotta wait until some people pour in. Meanwhile, what?
Why don't you have the camera face you? Let your viewers see you.
For some people to show up because we're 5 minutes early. So, if you want to maybe skip ahead like 5 or 10 minutes, if you're watching the VOD, and I may do. I'll save what I was gonna say for later. Is anyone here yet? Anyone? Hello? Is anybody there? Yoo-hoo. It's me, Mario. Please show up.
Well, Luigi, we may have to wait a little while. Just how long of a wait, though? I don't know, Mario. Just be patient already.
Well, it wasn't scheduled until 3 minutes out, so probably at least 3 minutes.
This is just ridiculous.
Whose crazy idea was it to start 5 minutes early anyways?
Mine.
I have some issues with you.
And it looks like we have one viewer.
Is that besides you?
Yep, it says 2, so with my phone, that's one viewer.
Let me see. Whoever is viewing, speak it up, and they're gone. Well, that was short-lived. See, what time is it now? 8:28, so we're 2 minutes off from when we're supposed to start. If you could make a starting soon graphic on there and play some music, that would be lovely.
I don't think I have the capabilities for that. I didn't prepare for that.
Just like quickly whip one up in MS Paint and... It's kind of hard to small talk if there's no one to small talk with. I said it's kind of hard to small talk if there's no one to small talk with.
Well, you've got me right here, but I'm not a chopped liver.
You sound very scripted right now. Is there a script inside your brain?
Nope, just improv. This is my first time ever being on a stream, actually.
Same enough for me. We don't talk about the first stream. We do not speak of it.
If you look at the screen, you might can guess what we're doing, or if you looked at the thumbnail, or if you read the title, any of those things, really.
If you're a VOD watcher, I may be repeating myself in just a moment to talk to people in actual live chat, but basically what we're doing is I'm going to be playing some Sonic vocal tracks to a non-Sonic fan, which is my brother here. and then we're going to rank them on a tier list. Just gotta wait for some people to actually show up. We've got some people who said they're going to show up, and
Just depends on when they do. We'll have to be patient.
it is 8:30 now, so hopefully we should get some people coming in here. Okay, what's up, guys? What's going on here? What's going on?
Not much yet, but we're about to listen to some of your vocal tracks.
Oh, which ones?
A lot of them.
Have you got it? Doesn't matter on there?
Maybe. Let's see. Nope, we don't have It Doesn't Matter, it appears.
That's my main theme in Sonic Adventure. Because each character in Sonic Adventure has their own theme. And then there's the game's main theme. And the game's main theme is what I have on there. So I've got Open Your Heart, not It Doesn't Matter. Ah, shoot. And you'd really think someone would join by now. Thank you for the lovely whistling. Cool art, huh?
Well, I think you said that your, favorite art was actually this right here.
Sonic Adventure. And, I have huge bias for Sonic Adventure. It's a really good game. Hot take, but... Or actually, I don't know how much of a hot take it is anymore, but, SA1 greater than SA2. SA1 greater than SA2. You cannot change my mind. I don't even really like SA2 that much. I like its story, but Adventure 1 is just so much better. Maybe slightly less in the story department, but in everything else... Cutscenes. Cutscenes are better in SA2, except for the audio mixing, which is really bad in SA2, but... Generally, Adventure 1 is better. It's also the first 3D Sonic game, so that's... They hit the nail on the head on their first try, and then... I haven't really played much of them myself, but I know more about the ones I've played. They hit the nail on the head the first try, and then like stuff like controls just slowly got worse. And then better and worse, and then I haven't played Frontiers, but I really want to. Maybe I'll take that back. Yeah. We have been live for nearly 10 minutes, and nobody is here.
They'll get here eventually. Got a nice evening tonight.
Yep. If you're watching the VOD and actually watching this part, hi.
Well, good for you. You've got some patience and endurance.
I don't have that kind of patience.
Well, thankfully, we don't have to watch a VOD. But neither do you. So, if this is a little boring to you, you can skip ahead to the good part.
Which is hopefully in less than 5 minutes.
Only time will tell.
Hello? Is anyone there? I don't know why I'm doing this voice. Trying to do literally anything. If nobody shows up in the next 5 minutes, we may just need to start doing stuff anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully someone will show up. Can you run inside and get Dad's phone for...
Sure.
borrow Dad's phone for a moment? Because, I know something might help. So, how's life been, VOD people? Okay. I'm going, since this is also signed into my account, I'm going to make a community post saying that we are live. Doing literally anything. Where on earth is the YouTube on here?
Wherever the Google is. I think I just saw it. Hold on, give me that.
Oh, here it is.
There it is.
Okay. Put it on my account. Why doesn't the correct thumbnail show up? It might replace it with the correct thumbnail after the stream, but I don't know.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
I could always manually replace it after.
But it's not that important. Just let everyone know that we're live.
We are live. Join now. Exclamation mark, because we are enthusiastic. Can't you tell by my voice? Well,
Join us. Join us. Yes, I am weird. How could you tell?
nobody isn't weird, but our is particularly. Just look at that weird face. And this weird face. What you looking at? Anyways, alright, we've got like another minute, then we've been live for 15 minutes, and we probably just ought to go ahead and start whether anyone's here or not.
People will be able to watch in retrospect and in an edited video if we have one. At the very least.
Yep. And then I'll go and do my official introduction for the edited video, if that is a thing. I may edit this into a video, but don't quote me on that. I don't know 100% for certain if I'm gonna do it, but hopefully. Anyways, it's been 15 minutes now, so I'll go ahead and start. And I know, VOD people, you have already heard me introduce ourselves and tell them what we're going to do, but I'm going to do it again because for video, if it's a thing. Why don't you hold the camera? I'll do this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, everybody. I'm SuperPlushroomPower-up, and that is my brother Lucas.
Hello.
And today we are going to be ranking Sonic vocal tracks with a non-Sonic fan. He hasn't heard, well, I won't say for certain he hasn't heard any of these, but we're going to show him various songs and rank them on a tier list. So, you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. So, this song here is the first vocal track in the series, period. It's technically a tie between it and Cosmic Eternity, but this plays during the game's intro and Cosmic Eternity plays during the game's credits. So I'm just gonna say this one came first. And as far as I can tell, aside from the arcades, it may be the first vocal track in a game, period. Because it was 1993. It was on the newly released Sega CD, which allowed for CD quality audio for the first time on home video game thingy. I don't know what word to follow.
Consoles?
Yeah. Oh, it says we have 2 people in attendance now, so... Oh, never mind. I need to stop calling it out. I'm scaring them off. Anyways. So this may or may not be the first vocal theme in a game ever, not including a couple of arcade instances. Let's go ahead and listen to this one.
This is called You Can Do Anything from Sonic the Hedgehog CD.
Or Sonic CD for short.
Alrighty.
So what do you think?
It was alright. It had a good beat to it. Kind of made, kind of want to tap my fingers, bob my head a little bit. As for the lyrics,
they're a little nonsensical at first.
Yeah. The first part, like, it's kind of hard to tell if there's like any kind of theme here. In general, it just seems like kind of it makes sense that it is like a theme song type of thing. That's kind of what it sounds like. It's just kind of just kind of gets you in the mood to be active and, get you going, your blood pumping, and yeah, I'm gonna play this thing, or what have you. Um,
The second
kinda-
half is where it really shines, though.
and that first part is that last part, the toot toot sonic warrior, toot toot sonic warrior.
Yeah.
That was kind of catchy.
Toot toot sonic warrior, deep in space and time. Toot toot sonic warrior, forever in your mind. Nothing can survive the will to stay alive. 'Cause if you try, you can do anything.
Right, but like it kind of makes you think that the game might be called like Sonic Warrior, though. Like,
yeah.
even though it's Sonic CD, why is Warrior such a big deal here for Sonic Warrior if that's not like the name of the game?
I don't know. There is only one song on this list that says the name of the game. The reason it's called Sonic CD is purely because it was on the Sega CD and it was on a CD. It was a game being played off of a CD, and they called it that. That is literally the only reason.
Mm-hmm. Kind of reminds me of the way a lot of video games are. Like you call like Mario 64 was the Mario game that came out on the Nintendo 64.
You know, something to kind of funny put in perspective. This was still a 2D side-scrolling, very 16-bit looking game.
Really?
Yes, it looks like a 16-bit game. The Sega CD could play full-quality CD audio, though.
But the visuals were just kind of what they were before.
And it could also play not quality video.
Hmm.
It could play full-quality audio and not quality video.
Yeah, well, guess you got something.
Not quality video is actually what this went over. So if you will go over to this, I will show you the full quality opening before it was actually put on the Sega CD. Actually, a very well put together piece of animation.
Yeah, I think it was alright. It was definitely kind of that old style cartoon. It almost kind of looked like the kind of cartoon style that would be like in an old commercial or something, like an old cereal commercial. But regardless of quality, or style or what have you, it definitely is a better experience to kind of be able to see some sort of visual cue while you're listening to the music, even if it's just, just something.
So that's what they produced and made the song for. They made the song and the cutscene for each other. But then they had to actually put it on the Sega CD. Now, in later releases of the game, that full-quality video and song is what played. That's not what played in the original release of the game.
Okay.
They had to compress it hard. Go to the second video I have on that playlist.
You probably don't have to watch the whole thing, but...
That's what the game actually looks like.
Right.
And they do use the song as a motif. But
Yeah, you have kind of an even, like, you have kind of a pixelated version of that cartoon that they put together.
and it runs slower, so they had to cut out parts of the animation, and it's very choppy. Definitely not as good. And then they did the unthinkable, though, for the 2011 re-release of the game. They removed the lyrics entirely.
Why would they do that?
I don't know, maybe there was some sort of legal reason. I don't know, but the whole thing is, it's an altered, it's an altered instrumental with no lyrics. Because I have one more thing to say about this song, but first you need to rank it.
Alrighty, so which one is it? This one?
Yep.
Alright. So, it was alright. It was...
And you can always move it later when you hear it in comparison to others.
It works for what it is. I haven't really heard many Sonic vocal tunes, so I don't have much of a reference point for this. But it's catchy. Certain parts of it are catchy. Kind of that chorus section are catchy, and it kind of sets the mood for getting into a Sonic game. And even when it's compressed down, it still works. So I'm going to give this a solid B.
Okay. Now, also, it's literally the first one, so that's...
Mm-hmm.
And possibly one of the first vocal tracks in a game ever. So that's... Here's the thing, though. Because they were working on the Sega CD, which was, by the way, the Sega CD was technically an add-on for the Sega Genesis. It would plug into the Sega Genesis, and they were basically piggybacking off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it would work. But, for Sega Genesis games, you had to actually, code in the music. You couldn't make the music and then put it in. You had to code it into the game. So, basically, the people who were localizing it didn't want to touch it. Didn't want to bother with that. But now you're on the Sega CD, and you can drag and drop audio files. So guess what America did when they realized they could get their grubby little hands on the soundtrack?
What's this gonna be?
They replaced the entire soundtrack.
What? Like
they delayed the game in America to replace the game's entire OST. So the game has two OSTs. It has the Japan and Europe OST, and it has the US OST. So I'll go back to the songs, and you're gonna hear what they replaced the song with.
This right here?
No, this. The song itself. So, now instead of You Can Do Anything, and all the other tracks in the game, not just the vocal ones, they replaced this one with Sonic Boom.
Similar opening, but it changed a little bit here.
Welcome, Stephen Missick.
Yeah, the music is very similar in the whole style and thing that it's going for. The lyrics in this US version are a little less nonsensical. Um, also kind of generic. And it has the same oddity that it has in You Can Do Anything, which is, in You Can Do Anything, it has the Sonic Warrior thing. Here it replaces that. It says Sonic Boom, and neither Sonic Warrior nor Sonic Boom is the name of this game.
But you know what's funny though?
What's that?
Is now in 2023, in 2015, there was a game called Sonic Boom that came out. So
There should have been the theme for that then. Looks like someone joined us and has chatted in the chat.
Yep, I responded. Yep. And
Welcome to the stream.
There were 3 people for a moment, but then we dropped back down.
I'm a non-Sonic fan, and SuperPlushroomPower-up here is showing me some Sonic vocal tracks from various games.
I'm mainly doing the main theme of the game, so like 1 song per game, except for a couple which are just standouts so that I had to play also. Or in this case, the game literally has 2 soundtracks depending on which region. I will also say, though, if you listen to You Can Do Anything, you can notice that even though it's in English, at least the female vocal is very Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can survive the will to stay alive, 'cause if you try, you can do anything.
I didn't really hear a big difference, but in any case.
These bugs just won't go away.
We are outside.
In the night.
Yep. So what's the next
Anyways,
track?
Also, I would normally keep it to mainline games and not spin-offs, but this is the one exception, a spin-off, which gets 2 songs in it. Its main theme and another theme that's so iconic. But we'll start with Supersonic Racing. Yes, this is a racing game. Can you pause it for a moment? I just realized we never ranked Sonic Boom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's go back and do that, then we'll start the song over.
Do that. Where's that one?
That one.
This one right here.
Okay, because there's a Japanese and an American soundtrack, I put the Japanese box art to represent You Can Do Anything, and the American box art to represent Sonic Boom.
So, I think I'm going to compare for a moment.
Alright.
I want to remind myself of the You Can Do Anything.
Oh yeah, time travel is also a thing in the...
I think You Can Do Anything is more peppy and catchier. I like that one better. Sonic Boom was alright, but it was just kind of missing something. More generic lyrics,
This perfectly describes the entire American Sonic CD soundtrack.
Well,
it's alright, but it's missing something.
I'll be the judge of that, I suppose. But for now, I'm going...
If I showed you some of the... And... You Can Do Anything and Sonic Boom are like the closest in quality between the 2 soundtracks. Everything else, like Stardust Speedway's theme, the one that's iconic, is the Japanese one. Dun 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 da dun da 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 dun.
Well, we're listening to the vocal tracks, right?
So, yeah, the rest doesn't matter. It's just something I just bringing up.
So I think I'm going to put the
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put Sonic Boom in C for now.
C. For CD.
Yeah, I suppose so. And now we're going to listen. Now we're going to listen to Supersonic Racing.
Supersonic Racing. Get away, bugs. They love your computer.
Yeah. It's warm, I suppose. All these songs have kind of the same general feel to them.
So far, that will change when we get to Open Your Heart. And then it'll be replaced with, this general theme will be replaced with butt rock. What the fandom lovingly calls butt rock. But
I'm not dancing right now. I'm trying to shoo away bugs. So we got something a little bit different here.
is that a key change?
It might be.
It's the other word, Supersonic Racing.
Yeah, that was a key change. Bugs don't want to leave me alone.
No. My one gripe with this song is that the ending goes on for a little while. Welcome to the Sonic Vocal Tracks and Bug Management stream.
Maybe we should have chosen a different location.
Yeah.
But
goes up.
in any
Pause
case,
that before it goes on the next one.
Yep.
I don't really have much trivia for that one.
Similar feel, kind of style to the last two tracks. You can do anything. Nothing real interesting in the lyrics here. Pretty generic. A lot of repetition.
It sounds a lot more like a theme for a Sonic racing game, though. But
yeah,
that's
but I'm not saying does it fit for its game, but like, do I like the song itself? And it was okay, I guess. It wasn't like bad, but like it wasn't something that I particularly thought was that interesting. So, where is it?
It's that one,
This
Sonic
one right
R.
here. I think I'm going to give it a D for now.
Okay, fair.
Compared to where I put the others.
But I had to put one more theme from Sonic R here because that's not the iconic. That's the game's main theme, but it's not the iconic theme from Sonic R.
So this is one where the American theme is more iconic.
No. Sonic CD is the only game in the series with that oddity. Everywhere else, the same soundtrack everywhere.
Really? Okay.
Sonic CD is the only game in the series with that oddity. Although, for the later ones, the only difference in the Japanese version is that the English lyrics are in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
But that's... But it's the same song other than that.
Maybe
So,
we should switch lights here so the bugs aren't bothering us as much.
yeah. It'll just mean we'll be more green.
How do I turn this off?
By going up there and unplugging it. That's really... That unplugs your computer also. So,
Yeah, well.
so you know.
Oh well, for now, that's fine. The bugs will end up going away now that the bug attracting light is finally gone. They'll crowd over by this one, if anything, now.
Picture quality is slightly worse, but
Oh well,
it's
I get
manageable.
More, I get more of
The
my sanity.
computer screen is helping illuminate your face. So,
Mm-hmm.
so here's the thing with Sonic R. Nearly every track in the game is a vocal theme.
Okay.
Like, the only tracks that aren't vocal themes are the instrumental versions of the vocal themes. So, the game is entirely comprised of vocal themes. So it just, like, you're in the middle of doing a race and it's playing a vocal theme. So, here is the first track's theme, Can You Feel the Sunshine?
Okay, let's check this out. Again, same style.
Maybe turn it up slightly.
Yeah, all of these, so far all of these have a rather like, I don't know, I kind of almost want to say like a Motown kind of feel. Not really in the background music, but in the vocals. It has kind of a Motown feel.
So you think of this, like, classic Sonic era vocal themes. There aren't many, but... But it's kind of funny, though, is the vocal tracks, aside from Supersonic Racing and Sonic R, kind of almost tell a narrative if you listen to them in order.
I'm not going to be very interesting to watch right now unless you want to watch me
Shoo away bugs.
But I'm listening. This one feels kind of more like it would be just a general song.
Yeah.
Just kind of a feel-good, what am I trying to say? Like, feel-better song.
A lot of Sonic R's themes are like that. Supersonic Racing is the least interesting theme in the game. It's just its main theme. So. And I hope I didn't anger anyone by saying that, but.
We see we have Beluga's Insane Clone saying this song is an actual banger. Hopefully this isn't like way late and you're not talking about a different song.
If you can respond in chat and say which song you're talking about, that.
But yeah, this is an
Okay,
actual
no, it
good
says
one.
it was at 9:11 and it's 9:12, so he's talking about this one.
Yeah. I agree, this one's actually pretty good. And like I said, this one feels like a just general song.
Yep, we figured that out, but thank you for clarifying.
It doesn't always need to be like this, like, loud and punchy in the background music. But lyrical-wise, that was great, and like I said, it feels like just a general, like, kind of song. And like the others, it has that kind of, like I said, I almost kind of want to say it almost kind of sounds Motown, as far as singing style-wise, not necessarily with the music, but the singing style, it kind of sounds like that. But that one definitely sounded just like a good song, not just a game song, but a good song. So which one is it?
That one. That
This
is
one.
the first level.
Okay.
And that is where the song plays.
For now, I'm going to, this might change a bit later if something really good comes out, but for now, I'm going to call this S tier.
Right? I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. Okay. You want some a bit different musical style now, though? Because we're getting into the Sonic Adventure soundtrack, which Crush 40 did a lot of the music for this. The band Crush 40.
I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah, they did a lot of Sonic music in the early 2000s. Yeah, Beluga's Insane Clone says that's where he would have put the song S tier.
Glad to have your support. So, next one is Open Up Your Heart from Sonic
just
Adventure.
open your heart.
Not Open Up Your Heart, Open Your Heart. Okay. So let's
It's the game's main theme, which it's sprinkled around the game and then plays the full thing during the final boss fight and credits.
Alright, let's hear what it sounds like. Starts out very quiet.
Yes, it's just ambient noises. Trust me, it'll get louder.
Okay. We're getting a guitar riff on here. Yep, this is different. Now we've just got some good old hard rock. This one seems a little more, like negative emotion. Like, what's this game about?
This is during the final boss where he's almost completely destroyed the city just now. So
Gotcha,
that's
that makes sense. That makes sense. This is a boss fight.
Beluga's Insane Clones is what I like about Sonic songs is that they all give me similar vibes and yet they sound very different sometimes.
Yeah, this one's definitely different from the others.
And this is the positive part.
So it starts out kind of with a negative disposition, and then, like, at the turn of the fight, we realizes, okay, we can do this. It's gonna be fine.
And just so you know, the final boss is not Eggman here.
Okay.
So it's kind of Eggman's fault, but it's not Eggman. They've got guitar solo.
So this one's definitely more of a rock song, yeah?
And that's the style the series kind of takes on for a little while.
Okay. They definitely fit the boss fight.
Hello, Andrew Mills. What was painful to watch? All of what?
He's probably saying the stream. Oh well.
Yeah, well,
We're
we
not really experienced in streaming, so you know.
and we don't have the best settings, but
we try our best. You know, try to have fun with it. So.
you didn't let it do the ending thunderclaps.
Oh, let's see. Let's see what this is. Oh, thank you.
Okay, he's my older brother, but sure.
Okay, so, that is... it was a pretty good song. Definitely different style, which I appreciate. So, I don't necessarily know that I enjoyed it as much as
Can You Feel the Sunshine?
But it was really good. So, where is it?
Right there.
Right here.
Beluga's Insane Clone says A tier.
Well, I agree with you, Beluga and Insane Clone. So far, we're pretty good in agreement here. I think this is also the one that you said this is like your favorite
box art. Just look at And that is also my favorite art style in the whole series. It's unrivaled. That 2D line art. It's specifically the adventure style.
Alright, so the next song.
Next song is not a main theme. We're changing game, but we're not doing the game's main theme first. Because the Adventure 2 also sprinkles in its main and hints at its main theme throughout, and then finally plays it during the final boss fight and credits. But first, we're gonna do the theme of the first level. Not all the levels are vocal themes, but the first one is, and I'm gonna be a little surprised if you haven't heard at least 10 seconds of this song, because this is, besides Green Hill Zone, one of the most iconic songs in the series ever, that non-Sonic fans will even sing the first 10 seconds of it.
Well,
Just talking about the series.
Let's see what it is. Escape from the City. Let's see what we got here. So we got rock again, but it's more of a,
That's the part I would have expected to hear.
Yeah, I definitely heard that, that line at least. This one's almost kind of combining the two things. It's got a little bit of that old, like, vocal style, but it's got the rock background.
Oh, and the next verse is gonna hint at the game's main theme. So the game's main theme is live and learn.
Mm-hmm.
So. Little hint.
So what does it mean when it says escape from the city?
The level's name is literally City Escape. It's what it sounds like. You're trying to escape from the city.
Okay. Well, it fits at least.
Sonic has been framed for a crime he didn't commit, and he just jumped out of a federal helicopter and started boarding on a very San Francisco-esque, like, street.
Well, I like this one too. Like I said, it's got that rocky background, but in some ways, not in all ways, but in some ways, it's a little bit more of a return to the older kind of vocal style, but not all the way. But I enjoyed it about as much.
This one. That is the saying. That is Sonic boarding with part of the helicopter's wing off of the... Beluga's insane clone says not sure where he'd put this one, probably A tier again.
Well, I agree with you. It's gonna look like I'm copying at this point, but I swear I'm not. But I'm pretty sure that I enjoyed that as much as the last one, so that's where I'm gonna put it. How much you want to bet that we're gonna have the same opinion again next time, Beluga?
Okay. Here's the thing. This next song, us Sonic fans, if it doesn't play in Sonic Movie 3, we riot.
Alright, well let me see.
Because, you know how, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Sonic Movie 2, but, you should. You know how Shadow shows up in the post-credits scene, and this is Project Shadow? it's looking like Sonic Movie 3 is going to be heavily based on Sonic Adventure 2's story. Like, Sonic Movie 2 was based on, like, Sonic 3. It looks like Sonic Movie 3 is going to be based on Adventure 2. And this is Adventure 2's main theme and plays during the final boss fight. And, Shadow is acting as an antagonist through the whole game, but here is where he finally tries doing and joins you to stop the threat set in motion. So
this is called Live and Learn. Let's hear this. Rock again. But a different riff. Like, even when it's all rock, there's still, like, various different riffs that kind of make it interesting.
I also have this song entirely memorized. So
I like the cadence that this guy's singing with. Kind of a slower section here. That is a fair opinion, Beluga. Some rock is just really good, you know? Like, it's not necessarily anything special, but, you know, you can always enjoy it if you like rock.
you can tell where this song gets its name.
We've got kind of a call and response kind of thing here on the chorus. If you can't tell, I'm also something of a musician, so some of what I'm commenting on is just kind of the music itself. But, I mean, I'm supposed to be commenting on the music, so I don't think y'all complain.
Musician and Sonic expert. So
So far, I really like this one. It's just got a great sound to it. And it doesn't really ever get stale. A bit of a solo here. Oh, I like that. Again, this is another one that just seems like a normal song.
mm-hmm.
But which is a compliment, by the way. I don't mean that in a, like, I don't mean that it's boring.
And that's also not an insult to game music.
No, a lot of game music can sound like normal songs.
You sure, Beluga? I'd give it an S. Yeah, that, like you just said.
So far, I'm leaning towards us. And yeah, you're right. I liked the guitar solo. I liked kind of the chords that he did. A little bit of a long one, though. Nice. That's solid. I've already given where is it?
Right there. That using Adventure 2's box art.
I've already given a lot of commentary on this while I was listening to this, but yeah, I think that was really good. I'm gonna put it up in. I'm gonna put it up in S tier here. Up there
And-
with Up there with Can You Feel the Sunshine?
And remember what I said, if this isn't in Sonic Movie 3, we riot.
So next up, Sonic Heroes. So this seems like a new game.
Yeah, take a guess as to what game this song is for. Sonic Heroes, main theme of Sonic Heroes.
Is this one actually going to have the name and lyrics too?
Remember when I said one song did that?
Is this one?
It's this one. This is also the cheesiest song on here.
Alright. Kind of reminds me of, you remember, if any of you have seen Portal 2, where you'll have, spoilers for Portal 2, by the way, if you haven't played it, but, where Wheatley says, "Hello, this is the part where I kill you," and then the chapter scrolls by and says the part where he kills you, and then the Steam achievement pops up where it says the part where he kills you, and that sort of thing. That's kind of what this is reminding me. Sonic Heroes from Sonic Heroes, and it's the only one that actually has the name in the lyrics.
And yes, Beluga is on the PS2, is also on Xbox and GameCube. It was multi-platform. It was the first multi-platform game in the series.
But we'll see how cheesy this is, according to my brother. This feels more like an old-timey, like, superhero show theme song.
Definitely what they were going for.
Yeah, this is definitely just, like, complete tooting your own horn here. Yeah, this is definitely like a superhero theme.
In this game, you'd play as 4 different teams of 3 characters, and you can play all 3 characters, like, switch between them whenever you want, and they, like, do team actions and stuff.
It's always nice when games actually properly allow for multiple players.
I don't know if Sonic Heroes actually has a multiplayer mode, though. It's just single player, but you switch between the 3 characters and have different abilities.
Ah, kind of like Deltarune.
Kinda. Like, Team Sonic is Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Team Rose is Amy, Cream, and Big. And there are 2 others.
But yeah, it's definitely toot your own horn, like, old-fashioned superhero sitcom. That's absolutely what this is. Which doesn't make it bad. I actually like this. So far, I'm leaning A.
I'm gonna have to take a bathroom intermission after this.
So be it.
And I'll hand you the phone so I don't stream that. No one wants to see that. And if you do, something's wrong with you.
Well, I can go ahead and talk about this and rank it while we go ahead and do what you need to do.
Oh, it's not perfectly. also maybe look up the Sonic Heroes opening and see the animation that goes with this song if you want.
Yeah, I could take a look at that. The Sonic Heroes animation opening.
Mm.
Kind of like we looked at for the first song. I think this might be the first time that we disagree. It might just be that I'm easy to please and really like rockish style stuff, but like if I was just ranking this objectively, I might not put it as high, but the fact that this totally nails the totally nails
What
the
it's going
genre of it being like an old-timey toot-your-horn superhero theme. So for that reason, I think I have to give it an A. Where is it?
You can't miss it.
Sonic Heroes, PlayStation 2. See, here's your answer right here. It's on the PlayStation 2.
That's the only one I could find that wasn't a stinking WebP.
Yeah. But anyway, we've got 3 songs on A tier so far.
Go ahead and look up Sonic Heroes intro while I go to the bathroom.
Okay. So let's see if I can find that on YouTube. I'm not sure which of these is the right one. Let's say this one. Same music here, obviously. A little more compressed. See, this fits for the theme too, because here's Sonic being a show-off. But now they're also working together, which I suppose kind of showcases the fact that there's different characters having different abilities and working together well.
It is mostly comprised of cutscenes in-game, but...
I mean, it doesn't give any chance for, like, false advertising, because if it's just cutscenes from the game, then, well, I mean, a cutscene isn't gameplay, but at least you're getting something from the actual game, which is good.
And a certain character makes a grand return in this game.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, A tier song, A or maybe even S tier intro. Though, but they just be easy to please on certain things. Like, I promise you, I will not hesitate to tell you if I think something is just awful. But that hasn't happened yet. The thing that I've been least satisfied with was...
Supersonic Racing.
Yeah, Supersonic Racing. It just seemed kind of boring. It was the same old of the other two, and it was just kind of boring.
I don't think that's possible, Beluga. We could put it low S or high A.
I'm going to go ahead and move Sonic Heroes, taking into account the intro. I'm going to go ahead and move Sonic Heroes up to a high A.
I have open your heart bias because Sonic Adventure is my favorite, but
yeah, even though you called that corny, I think it really worked for what it is.
I said cheesy, not corny. There's a difference.
I suppose so. Distinction without a difference, maybe.
Okay, now, I'm just gonna say, I like the chorus of this next song, but the general vibe of the song's verses, I just don't really Keyboard. Okay, I'll give a little backstory on this. This is the main theme for Shadow the Hedgehog. And it was when they were trying to experiment with getting dark for the sake of it. Because that was the gaming landscape at the time.
Well,
but they couldn't do that with Sonic, so like, okay, use Shadow, give him a gun, and make him use the D word over and over again. Like, wherever they get the chance. It almost seems like a meme, because it's not... You can't take it seriously at all.
Well, let's take a look at
Yeah,
it.
the song itself has no swearing. The game takes a, like, choose your path game, like, choose whether you're evil or good kind of thing, based on what you do in the levels. But it's not constructed well. The story, there are some paths you take it and it's like, what? That was never brought up. That came out of nowhere. Like, it's really badly constructed, but
Well, thankfully I don't have to play the game, I just have to listen to the music, so... Let's see
the
what this
game
is
also
like.
mechanically is very bad, so...
Well, in any case, let's take a look at the music. I Am All of Me.
The game's main theme is Edge.
Yeah, we got more of, like...
Good. Move to it.
Yeah, we got more of a dissonance sort of thing going on here. I'm not as into this kind of rock. I
Yeah.
like more, what do you call it? Just kind of happy rock. And if I didn't have the lyrics right now, I wouldn't be able to tell what he was saying. I kind of like that part, the here we go, buddy, here we go. That one's kind of catchy.
Really, the only part of the song I really like coming up here.
So it's trying to kind of display a duality of Shadow, I suppose, capture you and set you free. Okay, trying to say that he's a complex character, okay, but...
Even though the game wrecked his character. but Shadow is, like, one of my favorite characters with an asterisk. This game made him edgy the hedgy. I'm like...
Yeah, I like the here we go, buddy part, and I like the tune and whatnot of the main chorus, but even that, the lyrics are, eh. And now it's just kind of starting to get repetitive, in my opinion.
Yeah. Although I will say the game... Okay, the thing about this game, is choose your own path thing. It ends up going to nothing because it has a final story where after you do all the paths, or all the endings...
Does it do that thing where all the endings, like, loop to the same thing, so you have kind of the illusion of choice?
Nope.
No?
It's just one of the paths leads to this, and it doesn't even really tell you which one.
Really? Like, almost kind of randomly?
No, it's the same one. It doesn't pick it at random. It's just the game's final story, and fans kind of piece together which route leads to it. But so the game has a definitive ending, non-definitive middle. Yeah, that's right, Beluga. It is absolutely not executed well at all. Neat idea, horrible execution.
Okay, so which one is it, first of all?
That one.
This one. Okay, so
You can tell because Shadow's being all edgy with the gun.
there were certain parts that I liked, like I said, but for the most part, it was just kind of boring, and the music itself was kind of edgy for no reason. I didn't have as much fun watching it. It was interesting to hear for, like, the first several seconds, and then it kind of got a little repetitive. So
I'd put it lower than B.
You say B tier, I say D tier. Sorry.
Below Supersonic Racing.
Yep. Like Supersonic Racing wasn't like inventive or anything, but I just didn't like this song.
It
too
was
much.
okay. But this one just like.
What saves
yeah.
it from F is just the few things that I did kind of like
Can
about
you
it.
see all of me? Walk into my mystery. Step inside and hold on for dear life.
Yeah, I like that
the
part
chorus.
though. Again, with an asterisk, the lyrics are meh. But anyway, I gave my opinion on that.
Yep.
So next one.
His
New game.
world. Theme of Sonic and the theme of the game, Sonic 06. Okay, this is the part where I have to put a small disclaimer. This song has one very minor swear word in it by really quickly and you hardly notice it. And if anyone knows what I'm talking about, it's kicking butt, but they don't use the word butt.
So if you're sensitive to that kind of thing, or you're a young child or have young children in the room, you might want to skip this part.
It's just
or have
in the first 30 seconds of the song, and then that's the only one.
All right.
The only one on here at all.
So let's see here. His world, the theme of Sonic. It says in Sonic the Hedgehog. So we having Sonic's theme.
Sonic the Hedgehog is what it's technically called. The fans call it Sonic 06.
Okay, so Sonic 06.
Because it came out in 2006.
Yeah. Video games like doing that. Well, this is a totally new song style, so I appreciate that. I think a lot of times, like, anytime there's a new song style, I'm gonna get a bit of a bias. Oh, we got some, like, rap hip-hop. So this isn't him shooting his own horn, this is someone else shooting his horn. Oh, I like that. In this world, I like that chorus. Why not? Now we're back to the rap. Yeah, the verses, they're not bad, but they're not really anything impressive.
But then this.
But this chorus is amazing. Yeah, it just makes me want to sing along with that part.
World where one is all in this world. Never fear the fall in this world. The compromise does not exist in his world. Of worlds, every step meets the rest.
What does it mean, World of Worlds?
I don't know.
That seems like it kind of doesn't fit. We got an okay instrumental here. Nothing that
on.
impressive, but it works. We have a return to these lyrics.
You know, I think it's saying his world. I think that's like his perspective.
Yeah, that
and
makes
like
sense.
versus other people's perspectives. Like you're living in your own world, kind of.
Mhm.
Don't stop now. Come on, rock and roll. Song ends.
So, the verses were okay, but the music was good enough, and that chorus was epic enough that I think I'm debating between B tier and A tier.
You know what's kind of funny
I think
is that this song doesn't play during the final boss, but it plays other places, and a sick instrumental version on strings is played during the final boss. Stringed instruments, violins, stuff like that.
that's actually the instrument. That's actually the instrument I play. I play the violin. That'd be interesting. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make it a high B. So which is it?
That one.
This one right here. I think we consider that a high B for now.
Again, agreeing with Beluga there.
Yeah. I guess we just have similar tastes, Beluga. Alright, now another Sonic 06. This one's theme of Elise. I don't know who Elise is.
I'm just gonna let you know the fan base hates Elise.
Okay.
Have you heard about the whole thing about Sonic being kissed by a human princess?
No.
That's Elise.
Okay, no, I didn't hear that.
People love to make fun of Sonic 06. And there was a forced-in romance plot in Sonic's side of the story. It's the Sonic Adventure style, which was Adventure 1, 2, technically Heroes, and Sonic 06, had you playing multiple campaigns, which was the same story from a different character's perspective.
Okay, that can be interesting if pulled off right.
So the main characters in this are Sonic, Shadow, and Silver.
Okay.
And Sonic's story is plagued with a romance plot.
Okay, that isn't, like, really done well.
No, although I will say, it's a little hard to even tell it's a romance plot until the very end. So that's...
Well, let's take a look. My Destiny. The theme
this
of
is
Elise.
played during the... Okay, so the credits plays after Sonic's story, and then a different credits plays after Shadow's story, and then a different credits plays after Silver's story, and then after you do those, final story unlocks, which is the final boss fight, and the culmination of all the stories. And this plays during the credits of that.
Okay, so we'll see whether it's worthy of it. Definitely a different style. Feels way more personal. So I actually kind of like that so far. Okay, before that it was fine, but now it's sounding very pretentious. Alright, this part's just kind of classic love song. I'm assuming he doesn't want to be found, because if so, this is coming kind of stalkerish.
Not really. That you're not quite there.
Really?
I'll explain it after the song.
Or it might just be regular love song. Like, I've heard a lot of love songs, and some of them are just kind of in general. Musical-wise, it's great. It's a nice change of pace, musical-wise. Calm and passionate and personal. Again, kind of pretentious. Yeah, you're right, Beluga. This is totally different. It's not really peppy at all. It's just kind of a dramatic song. Music is great. Well, most of this just seems like kind of a normal love song.
Favorite part is coming up. My favorite part is coming up.
Yeah, it is great singing. This could be in the credits of like a romance movie. Again, just a few lines that are a little off.
I will explain those a little, though.
Okay, again, like you're treating this like it's of profound importance to the world.
Again, I will explain it a little.
But yeah, song-wise, it's a good love song. The only thing that kind of has me scratching my head is a few lines here and there. You said you were going to explain that?
I have to give synopsis of Elise's backstory. So, Elise lost her mother at a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
And her father... Oh, and she is a princess, by the way. So this is a monarchy.
Right.
Her father was trying to mess with things he shouldn't to try and bring his wife back.
Okay.
But the experiment ended up failing
Mm-hmm.
and killed everyone involved in it, except the king and his dying breaths basically trapped a being, Iblis, inside of Elise, kind of, and with the stipulation that she can't cry because it'll release Iblis.
Okay.
It is a little strange, but so basically her whole life, she's basically not allowed to express emotion.
Hmm.
So she almost acts like a robot, like through a lot of the game because of it, and until Sonic shows up and basically throughout the story encourages her to live a little,
Okay.
basically, until like near the end. Yeah, Sonic literally dies in this game.
Okay.
Sonic is killed right in front of her,
Okay.
and it ends up making her cry, releasing Iblis.
Okay.
And the person that killed Sonic is Mephiles, which Iblis and Mephiles are two halves of the same being.
Okay.
So Mephiles was trying to release Iblis, and finally decided to kill Sonic right in front of Elise to do that.
Why does none of this sound like something that would be in a Sonic game?
Yeah, Sonic 06 is kind of out there. But, I won't go into what leads up to this, but he's revived using the Chaos Emeralds because I think Princess Bride, he's not dead, he's nearly dead.
Right.
There's a difference. It ends up being revived using the Chaos Emeralds, and then Super Sonic, Super Shadow, and Super Silver fight the final boss, which is Solaris, which is the being that Mephiles and Iblis are two halves of.
So, when does she, like, sing this song?
So right after beating Solaris, Sonic and Elise are... I completely glossed over the fact that, as well as the Chaos Emeralds, Elise also kissed Sonic there, and the internet really loves to make fun of that.
Okay.
But anyway, so Sonic and Elise are in a room, and basically I won't explain why, but blowing out this candle will erase Solaris from existence in past, present, and future. Like, completely. And it's the only thing that can save the world. But it'll also mean that the events of the game never took place, and Elise and Sonic will have never met.
Okay.
And she struggles with that.
So is this Elise kind of, like, lamenting what has to
And
be
she
done?
never actually sings this in game. This is just in the credits, but this is like supposedly what's going on in her mind.
Head. Okay.
I guess.
As opposed to kind of out loud. I guess that makes.
But she ends up blowing out the candle anyway, and Sonic 06 erased itself from existence. If only. Yeah. I'm not actually gonna say that, but it didn't. I mean, I actually kind of. If you look at the whole picture, it sounds kind of weird when I'm just explaining it, but the whole picture I actually like Sonic 06's story. Especially with, like, Shadow and Silver's storylines are really good.
A lot of
But,
times it can be easier to be critical on something that you love. It can be easier to ignore something you already don't like
Okay,
sometimes.
but critics dog on this game a lot, especially because, okay, the game had half of its staff moved over to another project in the middle of development
Mm-hmm.
and had a rush development. So both of those, basically they were gonna make it the game for the PlayStation 3 and Wii, but then when they actually learned the specs of the Wii, they're like, that won't run on that. Either we're gonna have to make a downgraded port to the Wii, or we just need to make a different game for the Wii, but we can't do nothing on the Wii. Hey, you half of the team that's supposed to be working on this very important game for us, yeah, go make a game for the Wii instead.
Yeah,
And left the half of the team to finish this game.
that doesn't usually bode well for games.
And
just being rushed with
and
half the staff.
Microsoft was pressuring them to release it by the holiday, so it was also rushed development, and you can tell playing this game, it's buggy.
But as for the song, you were mentioning the difference between judging it as a Sonic song, Beluga, and as a song in general. Well, as the title would suggest, I'm not a Sonic fan, so I'm just judging this however I'm judging it. And the backstory does definitely help, and I think this is an okay love song. I'm going to give
Elise,
this,
by the way, if you
this
couldn't
is
tell.
yeah, I figured. I'm going to just give this an A tier. I'm not necessarily saying it's the bottom of the A or top of the A or anything. It's just A tier. It's a solid love song and a different style than a lot of other things. So that's a welcome change of pace.
I think we just got 3 songs left.
Mm-hmm. 3 songs left. Next up is Endless Possibility from Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, it's okay to be a casual fan, Beluga. But I know, like, next to nothing, so that's kind of...
He's seen the movies, that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much just seen the movies.
Or anything he might have heard from me.
I do like those movies. Endless Possibility, Sonic Unleashed. Do you have anything to say about this one before I play it?
Nope.
Alright, let's just take a look then. It feels like only half the audio's there.
Hang on.
Okay, there it goes. Whoops. Hold on, I accidentally skipped ahead. There we go. So we're back to Peppy Rock. So this one kind of tells a story. It's kind of a narrative one. I like songs that tell stories. I don't really know how to describe the style of, like, rock song, but I'm familiar with the style. And it can be enjoyable. Nothing too, like, hard to listen to here. And the lyrics are clear and whatnot. And it's just kind of a feel-good song. It almost feels like the intro to, I keep saying this about a lot of things, but, like, the intro to, what am I trying to say? Like the intro to like a teen movie. I don't know what else to say. How else to describe it?
But Sonic is canonically a teenager, so
Yeah.
that's...
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's a bit of a change of pace. Now we're getting into more like, well, it broke it up and gave it a little bit of variety. Not sure how I feel about that, though.
Alright, Beluga, well, see you later, I guess.
Yeah, it's been nice having you in the chat, Beluga. Okay, that's definitely a solid one. Just kind of a, generic kind of feel-good, song, and like I said, that particular rock style kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know how else to,
Other than,
how to
like, teen
describe them other
movies.
than, like, teen movies. Like, it's starring, like, this one, like, protagonist that, like, goes to high school. I don't know how else to, like, you know, that's just what I picture in my head.
And yeah, Sonic Unleashed boils it down to one playable character, and that's how the series has been ever since. I mean, kind of. Not exactly, but, like, they like, very much simplify, like, no, we're not gonna have tons of playable characters in different stories.
I'm gonna
So-
give this a low A. Nothing spectacular, but I enjoyed it for what it was. And in fact, now that I say that out loud, I'm actually gonna give it a high B instead.
A was getting a little full otherwise.
Yeah, and like I said, it's nothing spectacular, but good for what it was, so I think that describes B better. Okay, we got 2 songs left. And I'm getting more used to, streaming. I'm usually very socially awkward. I probably still am, but, you know, I'm getting a little more into the groove, getting a little bit more talkative, so I guess that's a good thing as far as streaming goes. So next up is...
And this has been a more you stream than it has been a me stream, but it's what it is, ranking Sonic vocal songs with a non-Sonic fan.
Yeah.
That's...
It's been interesting. I never would have thought of listening to these songs without doing this stream, so it's kind of interesting to hear them. Reach for the Stars, opening theme of Sonic Colors. Anything to say about this?
It's the theme of Sonic Colors.
Okay. See, you don't have nearly as much info about these later Sonics, apparently.
Yeah, I would be, like, talking about the game more than I'd be talking about the song.
Fair. Alright,
But-
so let's just give it a listen, then. This is new.
I will say, though, that the game itself is very much a tonal shift for the series.
Okay, that...
The drum beat is a little off to me.
That off drum beat is going to give me an aneurysm.
It fixes itself up for the chorus, but...
Much better, much better. I don't need to feel like I'm panicked all the time, looking around me, listening to the song. I like that. I don't like that. the drum beat. The lyrics are fine, but the drum beat is off-putting.
My opinion exactly.
Otherwise, though, it's a great kind of catchy, again, another catchy feel-good rock tune. The only complaint that I really have is that drum beat. It's definitely a very certain, like, style of rock that, like, had that kind of drum beat thing.
Is your phone C? Is your phone C-type?
Yeah.
Mine's micro USB and it says it's at 15%. So I was wanting to see if maybe it could... We only got this one more thing left.
Yeah, if the stream cuts out suddenly, you'll know why. His battery's getting kind of low. Thankfully, we don't have much more here.
15%. Should be fine, hopefully.
I like the lyrics. The lyrics are perfectly fine.
This one was done by Cash Cash. This is the band that did this one. Just remove the drums and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Or sync the drums better.
Yeah, it can be just a little bit less frantic. But otherwise, it's a nice little ditty. The drums just feel so off.
No, they're fine.
They're just kind of distracting.
Mm-hmm.
I like these like instrumental sections at the beginning and end though. So I think I'm gonna give that a, which one is it?
That one.
I think I'm gonna give that a high C because I like the introduction and exit like parts of it, and the lyrics are good and feel good, and the music itself is fine, but I just can't get past that drum beat.
Can I go run in and get my cord for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Good.
So we're almost done here. We've got almost the whole tier list filled out. So far, nothing has been F tier yet. Most of them are A tier. So yeah, that's more than I guess I expected. Well, I mean, I can't really say that because I don't really know what I expected. But it is definitely interesting to listen to all of these, and this has been an interesting experience. We've got just one more song left, and that'll be the finale for this stream.
I'm back.
And here he is with his phone cord to make sure that we can actually finish the stream eloquently.
Can it replace your phone cord? Wait, it's not that long.
Doesn't matter. Here.
this end.
All right, there you go.
In place.
So we've got one more.
Oh, you unplugged that cord.
Right.
Plug in your computer, maybe?
We can put it back in for a moment.
One moment. The bugs will come back.
Yeah, but this is just the last song. Let's make sure that we can listen to it.
And then maybe do like a quick real other songs that I didn't include,
Some
but like we
honorable
can
mentions.
like play them, not the whole thing, but for a moment.
So we've got
Like-
Fist Bump from Sonic Forces. What's this game?
Sonic Forces came out in 2017, and I can describe the game in one word: mid.
Okay. Well, let's just see what the song is. Will the song be mid, or will it be really good, or will it be the only F tier? We shall see. Fist Bump. Well, this is different. Okay. Kind of like that. Dun, 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 dun. Reminds me of another song that I can't put my finger on. It's musically interesting. Like, it's got a lot of variation going on. Like, well transitioned variation. Okay, that's kind of a corny line.
Yeah.
But music is interesting. Oh, I like the kind of muffled background effect. Oh, now we've got a bit of a change here. Like I said, this song is musically interesting. Like, it has a lot going on.
Sonic Forces doesn't, but it doesn't have a lot going on.
Well, I haven't played Sonic Forces. I'm just listening to it.
Yeah.
Now we got the same intro coming back for the outro. Yeah, well, I would call that S tier. Literally, the only complaint I have about the song is like that one corny line, but it can't diminish how just musically interesting the different well-transitioned variations. Like, it never like sounded like totally different, but like it was always the same song, but it varied enough in different ways to make it always interesting. I wasn't bored any of the time watching that song. Like, you know, our whole family is like, we have trouble with stuff keeping our attention and whatnot, but like that kept my attention pretty much the whole time. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna put it like high or low or whatever. Just solid S tier.
So that is your final tier list?
Yep, we got mostly A's and only a couple D's and no F's. So all in all, pretty good.
Okay, now if we can do a quick little sizzle reel of some honorable mentions.
Alright, so what honorable mentions did you have in mind?
Okay, first look up Sonic Adventure Lazy Days, or Sonic Adventure Big's theme. Like,
This one?
mm-hmm.
And we're not gonna listen to the whole thing, just part of it. This feels a lot more like beach rock. This is beach rock.
Big's gameplay is literally fishing, so that's...
Yeah, I guess that makes sense then. This is beach rock. I like it.
You can skip forward a few seconds. Oh yeah, that's more than I...
Yeah, just solid beach rock. Oh, a nice little solo here.
Anyways, you listen to more of that later.
Okay, so what's
now,
next?
I guess we'll do Rouge's theme from Adventure 2. So, Sonic Adventure 2, Fly in the Freedom.
This one?
Mm-hmm. It's the theme of Rouge the Bat.
So we're back to kind of that Motown sort of vocals. But the background instrumentation is interesting.
If you can find that
It's
chorus.
in some ways, it's got kind of that vibe of like hotel elevator
you
music.
did skip over the chorus of
Where
the
is
song. Somewhere on there.
I mean, I don't need to watch everything. We can just listen to snippets.
Okay, chorus is like right here, right after this part. Okay, that's
Yeah, not too bad.
Let's see,
Well,
any other ones?
it is getting pretty late, so
Yeah, probably I'll just call it there. Maybe, trying to think of one more to do
just
this.
one more, okay?
What should it be? Hey, I know! What about it doesn't matter? I suggested that right at the beginning, didn't I?
Okay.
Okay, but clarify, Sonic. There are two versions of It Doesn't Matter. Do you want the version from Adventure 1 or the version from Adventure 2? 1. Clearly superior.
Alright, so which one?
Uh,
What do I say?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay, let's
And
see.
if you want to take a peek at the Adventure 2 version, also, you...
Back to good old rock. Just casual, feel-good rock. You caught us right at the end, Mr. Among Us. We had a good stream. Thanks for tuning in, though.
We're doing a short sizzle reel of songs that didn't make it on the tier list.
If you want to see the tier list, here it is. He used images from the games that they come from.
It's mainly the main themes, but like this one is Can You Feel the Sunshine? This one is My Destination is Escape from the City.
Yeah, I'm his brother.
Yes, that's... If that's not clear by now.
But yeah, that's just
Chorus
solid.
was like, coming up.
Oh, alrighty. Good, solid, just kind of rock song.
My own way.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely anyone who wants to watch the VOD, feel free. We're about to end it because it's getting pretty late here for us, but feel free to watch the VOD. It's been a fun time.
If you want to take a peek at the Adventure 2 version also, maybe. Just to compare the two. Yeah,
just for a brief moment, okay? I'm not gonna watch everything.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. A little more bass heavy. Okay, I get the point.
Yeah. And it changes, of course, like, it doesn't matter now what happens. I will never give up the fight. But anyways, that's as much as we're gonna be able to stream here. We really need to end it now, so thanks for tuning in. We're going to end the stream now, and yeah, you just shared it right as it was about to end.
That's alright, they can watch the VOD. It's been a fun time.
Alright, and yeah, I have nothing else to say, so see you later.
Bye!
I'll just figure out how to end it. Yes.